Hello everyone. Today I am going to tell you how you can pull data from the other sheets using index and match function. In our previous lecture we have seen that how you can pull the data from the other sheet giving the cell reference and the sheet reference, but today we are going to use the function of index and match. This is a more flexible function, or you can say it provides you more flexibility to bring the data from the other sheet. Now how you can use that and when you can use that I'm going to tell you. So first of all, if you have a scenario that you have a sheet in which you just want to enter the employee ID like this 102, and you want the rest of the values to be fetched from the other sheet. So it will come just automatically in these cells, and if I change the employee ID, the corresponding name, designation, salary, joining date, and all these values to be fetched from other sheets automatically. So how you can do that? First of all, I will click on the cell in which I want the value to be displayed. Then I'll write equality sign. Then the function is index and match. So first of all, we will write index. Keep in your mind that index function will basically bring the value from the other sheet. So for that, you have to select an array that you want to actually display here. So as it is written here, the name, it means we want to get the name from the other sheet. So we need to select the name array from the other sheet. For that purpose, what we will do is we will go to the other sheet. The other sheet is with the name of detailed info. I will click on the sheet. You can see in the formula bar the name or the reference name of that sheet is displayed here in the formula. After clicking, you need not to write the name. After that, you need to select the array in which the name is mentioned. So this B column is basically the name of the employees that we want to be displayed against the employee ID. So I'm going to select this array, that is B6 to B10. After that, I have to put the comma and then the match function. That is the second function. That is, first was the index and the other is the match, but that function will be in form of argument in this index function. So match. Now see, in match function, what first thing is required? That is the lookup value. Lookup value is the value against which the name I want to display. For that purpose, I have to return back to my original sheet, that is the employee data. Keep this in mind, it has given the reference of the name of the original sheet again. It all depends on you if you want to keep it. You need not to keep it. You can also delete it. You can directly enter the cell reference against which you want the name to be displayed. So the cell that, or you can say the lookup value against which the name you want to display is this employee ID. That you can enter whatever the employee ID you will enter, you will get the corresponding name against it. So I will select this cell. So after selecting the cell, it has given me the entire address, that is the sheet name as well as the address of the cell. So if you just mention J7, it will be also okay, and if you want to mention the sheet name as well, so it will also be okay. Then I will press comma. After that, there is the value of lookup array. Now this lookup array is the array in which we need to check this employee ID. For that purpose, again, we need to go back to the detailed info sheet. Again, it has written the name of that detailed info sheet and then this employee ID. We need to look up that ID in this A column, that is the employee ID against which the name I want to display. So after that, I will press comma, and here we have to select exact match, and then we have to put two closing brackets and then press enter. So you can see here that against the employee ID 102, the name that is displayed is Emily. We can confirm it by going to the sheet that against the 102, the name is Emily. So if I want the employee ID to find the name of the employee with the ID 104, can I get that? Let's see. If I write 104 here and press enter, you can see that it has automatically changed the name to Sarah. So if I see here 104, there the name against it is Sarah. It means now it is automatic, and whenever you enter the ID of any employee, you will get the name. Similarly, if you want the designation to be displayed against this employee ID, you can also do the same process. Like if I press here, I have to press equal, then the index function, and as I want to display the designation, I will have to go to the sheet detailed info and then select the designation column, then comma. Now you can see that the formula in this formula bar. You need not to go to that sheet again. So then the match function. Now in the match function, you need a lookup value. Lookup value is the employee ID in the original sheet. So I'm going back to that sheet and I will select this employee ID against which I want to display the designation. So what I have to do is, I have already told you that if I delete this sheet reference, it's okay, because this is the original sheet and we need not to give its reference. But when we refer to the other sheet, we need to give the name of that sheet. Then comma. Now lookup array. Again, as we have to look this employee ID in the employee ID array in the other sheet. So I'll select the other sheet and this array of employee ID against which I want the designation to be displayed. Keep this in mind. So in all these cases, the employee ID, or you can say the array in match function, will be the same. Then I will enter comma and then I will select exact match and then close double brackets. One is for the match and the other is for the index. Then I will press enter. Now you can see here the designation is the developer against the employee ID 104. So similarly, we can get the other values. Now we will go for the salary. Again, similarly, we can use the same formula, index match. But one thing here is we can also we can copy the formula from above, because all the things are same except the array of the index. So we will just copy it and paste it here. And what we will change is, we will change the array of index, that is other than C here, it will be D, because the corresponding value is in the D column in the other sheet. So if I press enter, you can see here that it has fetched the salary of 62,000 from the other sheet. Similarly, I will copy the formula in the next cell, and again I am going to change C, that is the column name, and here again I will press enter E, because the data that needs to be fetched is in the E column. Then I'll press enter, and then this is the joining date. Same is for the age. Age is in the F column in the other sheet, that is the detailed info sheet. So I will write F here, and same is the case for here, F10, and then I'll press enter. So age is 30. Then the marital status, you can see here that the marital status is in the G column and department is in the H column. So again I will paste it here and I will just change this G column and I'll press enter, and here the marital status. Then again I have to paste the formula and I will replace this C with H. I'm just replacing the column alphabets because the rows are same and the rest all the things are same. And this is here we get the IT. Department is IT. Now this is how you can fetch the values from the other sheet using the index and match. How easier it is to get the values automatically by just entering one value of the related to the employee. It depends on you. It's not necessary that I can only enter the employee ID. I can also enter the name, and on the basis of name I can get the other values. So if I want to change the employee ID, and let's see whether I get the corresponding values or not. If I press enter, you can see here that I have got the values against 102 that are mentioned in the other sheet as 102 is Emily, analyst, 60,000. You can see 102 is Emily, analyst, 60,000, and joining date is 9/15, 28, age, single, finance, and joining date is 9/15, age is 28, marital status is single, and department is finance. So this is how you can pull data from the other sheet using index and match function. That's all from today's lecture. Thank you.